Hello, Dreamy. Hold on, I gotta... Oh, we gotta fix this. Stop it. Okay. Oh yeah. So my friggin' folks are gonna kill themselves. Or kill each other, I should say. Power goes out and like, good lord. But we have it back, so that's good. Took them a few hours, but I mean, that's... My mom was like yelling, like mad at... Hey, I don't know what to tell you. Mother Nature is one thing. People, you know... I mean, unfortunately, if it's like some idiot that hits a power line or something like that. Because one time we lost power. I don't remember if it was here somewhere, but it's because a drunk driver hit a power pole. Like, you can't control Mother Nature or idiots. Yeah, exactly. And like, it was like, oh, the power company, like, they're probably just standing there doing nothing. I'm like, no, they're probably not. They're probably working because they know. And then they were like, yeah, they don't answer their phones because they don't want anybody yelling at them. I'm like, no, everything's automated, and that's probably one of the big reasons why it's automated, because as soon as the power goes out, you aren't the only one that is like furious, like wanting to call the power company going, what's going on? And then she made a comment, which I already told people, like, when I worked for the power company, this is why, like, the energy companies and the power companies are like high potential threat attack areas, right? Because that's why I had to keep working when I was a security officer for the power company, at the power company. Because like, you got to make sure, because one of the number one places that like terrorists will attack is the power company. Why? Because if you shut down the power grid, what have you left? You don't have internet, right? You don't have street lights. You don't have, building lights. Everything's relied on battery power, or what's left. You don't have anywhere to charge things. Like, generators, like, are the last resort, right? And if you don't have power to run all these things, eventually the generators run out, right? You have total chaos in the streets, right? Then you start causing a panic, right? You shut down the power infrastructure, then you can start shutting down every other infrastructure, right? This is why, like, the power grids are so, like, once the power goes out, look what happens, right? We all lose, like, you lose a lot of abilities to do certain things. So, like, obviously, like, appreciate it, and I do very much, but when it goes out, it's like, what can you do? Right? Unless you don't pay your bill, or the power company decides we're going to take over the world, so we're going to control your power and shut it off because we're dicks. There's nothing you can do about it at that point. But, like, that's why it's so important But yeah, so that's the number one thing they'll do is they'll go for the power. Because look at how useless. Like luckily we have a gas stove. There's people that don't have. It's all electric, so you can't cook anything. You know, if you go in your fridge too many times, you let out all the cool air. You could potentially like food could go bad. Although if it's for a couple hours, but we're talking like so in a couple hours. So like I had to heat up like leftover. Like we grabbed the food out real quick, and I heated up on the gas burner some leftover pasta and sauce, so it's about to eat. But I mean, like there was snack food, like dry stuff you could eat. Like wouldn't have gone hungry, but without the power, it's crazy. And then they start going crazy, and then it was like, you want to come out and play the alphabet game in the dark? No. So I started farting around on my tablet. But of course, nothing I have there is. But yeah, so I even remember when I worked for the power company, they had talked about, and it's not anything like top secret. I'm not giving any away information, but they had talked about that there are literally what was I saying? Oh, that there's like actually there's stuff in place that like there are protocols and procedures in place that so what would potentially happen is if there was like an attack of terrorism, and there are actual things in place that people that are like security, all the security that are armed. Like I wasn't armed even when I got hired on by the power company. So I used to work for a security outfit, unarmed security, and then I got promoted to the actual power company's security team until I fucked all that up with alcohol, of course. But I didn't carry either. I could have worked towards that, but anyway. So all the like armed security, what happens is if there was like a terrorist attack, there are protocols in place that a bunch of people from certain West Coast areas to central areas actually will all go down to the coastline to protect all the power companies and power grids down there, because of for in case there's like an attack from the shore of like the coastline of the western side of the United States, to protect like power companies and stuff like that. And so there are actually literally protocols in place for that to happen. And you have to be, right? You can't think of things like that without you can't you have to have those scenarios in place. Right? I mean, there's probably some extreme case scenario of like aliens, right? Like you have to, just in case of the possibilities of these things. But a beachfront, like a coastline war, attack to shut down power grid companies from like the power from there, So when they, so when the power companies go up, all these things, there are training things for these things, all kinds of stuff. That and so because it's serious business, people think because like and this guy the boss of the place at the time before he retired, he would talk to me and he was like, people like just like with my parents sitting out there, my mom getting mad at the power going out. Like people take it for granted, right? People take it for granted that when you flip on a light switch in your bathroom, you don't even think twice about it, right? But for that power switch to flip on, right? It traces all the way back to you can trace it all the way to the fact that there are protocols in place to protect against terror attacks, and there's protocols, and there's backup power grid things that come on, and all this stuff, and security protecting the right so people so they don't come in and do this kind of stuff, all from flipping on a switch. You flip on a switch, you brush your teeth, you flip the switch off, you walk to your room, you flip that switch on. You don't even realize that that's all possible because of all and it sounds extreme, but it's not. Because the number one way to shut everything down and to just put it into chaos, look what happened in the pandemic and people freaked out. They shut down the power grid. You shut down the power grid, you can't power things like the internet and towers and stuff like that and all this shit. Stoplights shut down. Things go dark. It's crazy. So, next time you flip on your switch in the bathroom, I'm not saying, drop to your knees and pray to the electric gods or whatever, but, I'm not saying do it every time. I'm just saying, every once in a while, don't take it for granted, right? Flip on that switch and be like, that's crazy that we have this, right? And then I was even thinking today when I was walking, I was like, everything runs over lines or underline. Because when I was doing my short walk in the rain earlier, my mom was like, this is what happens when you run things overground, but then it's like you have problems when you run things underground. But do you realize, if you could transparent the ground, you could, in one way or another, you could connect the power outlet in your house all the way across the United States, right? Because everything is interconnected. They were talking about when they run power stuff, right? So you've got towns that are you could go hundreds of miles between towns, right? And there's nothing there, but there's power at the town you left, and then there's power at the town that you get to, right? And then also on your way between these towns, it's not completely desolate, although in some places it feels like it, right? You'll run into a small restaurant or a gas station, or there's power lines running. They run these things for hundreds of miles. How crazy is that to think about, right? And all so you can walk into your bathroom and go click and turn the power. So when you sit with the power off for hours and then people start screaming and yelling about it. It's I know, okay, let's talk, let's not talk about all the pricing aside and how much, you get charged and it's expensive and blah, blah. Be thankful, right, that we have this power source or whatever. But it's crazy to think about all that. And it's crazy to think about all protocols that are in place. And it's crazy that us as an average person just walk into a bathroom or into a kitchen, flip on a switch, and think absolutely nothing of it. We expect it to come on, right? We don't even think about oh, thank God it came on. Oh my God, thank God the power company is protected and it comes on. You just flip a switch on and it just happens, right? It's just poof. Um, but it's just a case of, taking, you don't ever want to take anything for granted, but it's crazy, right? And it's crazy to think what happens. And that's the thing is, right, you flip on your bathroom and you don't think twice of it, where just think about what would happen if, like, something, where somebody got control of our power grid and shut it out. Not only could you not turn the light on in the restroom, right? Like, you can't, people with electric garages, right? You have to force your garage open. So to even get out of your house, say you had to get out and do whatever, now you got problems with, like, opening garage doors and getting out and getting into a vehicle, right? If pumps and stuff are running, have all electrical or run gas pumps and stuff, how do you fill your car up after a while? Like, where do you go? How do you, food's going to go bad in refrigerated things. So that your food supply, there goes foods, right? I'm not saying, like, think about it all the time, but just think about it every once in a while. You flip on a switch in your house, stop and think, wow, thank God, right? Or, think whatever. Anyway, and then they were driving me crazy. Then I got suggested that I should order a pizza when we were like, what are we gonna? I'm like, me? Like, what about y'all? So let's keep our all fingers crossed. So. God, I swear to God, I type something and then I spend the next 20 minutes like correcting it. Chances are they probably wouldn't have answered the phone when ordering a pizza, right? Well, we don't know how far it was out. It could have just been our grid too. But, a lot of businesses, my mom made actually a good point. They run on generators for that very thing, right? Because they got to stay in business and stuff. And especially when the power goes out, if they're still on and people can't cook, people are going to call them, and then their money goes right through. And then their money goes up, Spectrum, I just got a text message. Spectrum service alert. Your power and service are restored, but an outage is still infecting the area. You may have service issues until it's resolved. Right. Okay. But yeah, so I mean, companies do run on like power generators, stuff like that. That's why, like, when we're in retail stores, they're like, no, we're staying open unless, like, because the power generators would kick on, and so it's like, you know, and then people would still shop. We're like, what the fuck? I can't do much for you. I remember one time when I worked at a Blockbuster. Does anybody remember Blockbuster? Anybody? Dreamy, do you remember Blockbuster? That doesn't even have to be an age thing necessarily. That just has to be a. But yeah. Anyway, so I was a manager for this Blockbuster when I was in Reno, but it was kind of outside Reno. And one time it was snowing like really bad, and you think like, right, bad weather brings people out, right? And people don't understand why that's the case. Because that means they're not using their heater, they're not using their stove. So what are they doing during the bad weather? They're going out to eat, they're going out to shop, they're going out to use the heat and the stuff at the stores, right? Because they're not paying for it and they're not running their power extra hard or whatever. And so it was snowing. It was snowing something fierce. And it was a Friday night. Okay, Friday fucking night, right? At a Blockbuster. And if anybody knows Blockbuster, Friday night at a Blockbuster was busy as shit. And then, you know, everybody trying to get the movie that was already rented out and shit like that. And so we had people packed in there and everything. And we were checking. And then the weather affected the what do you call it? The POS? Not a piece of shit, although I got treated like a piece of shit by that company. But the point of sale, the registers basically got fucked up, and because there were some power issues and weather issues, and we couldn't take anything. We couldn't take debit or credit, right? Because nothing could run through because they couldn't communicate to the banks or anything like that. And so people started huffing, kind of huffing and puffing, but Cutter to the rescue, right? As the manager. So what I did is I got up, I literally stood up on the fucking register thing, and I was like, okay, everybody. And I told everybody, so because of the weather and the extreme conditions, the point of sales are having an issue, and we can only accept cash. But if you guys have to go to the bank and get your money, or you have to go get cash, anybody that comes back and is still wanting to rent movies, we'll give you all one free rental and one I said I'll give you all a free rental and a free game or movie rental, and then a one package of popcorn or something like that. And then while we were waiting for the registers, and they said, but we have to wait for them to reboot. So for people that are still in here waiting in line, I go, we'll do a little bit of trivia. I go, we'll pop some popcorn in the back. And so I popped a bunch of popcorn, handed it out to everybody. We did some trivia, and people that got the questions right got like an extra, got an extra free rental. Like, I'm like a good, I got it going. I had it popping off. So a Friday night at a Blockbuster, and you can't use your card to rent any movies, that's automatically going to cause distress and people throughout. But I kept it awesome, and everybody had a good time, and it flowed good, and eventually we got it. So Friday night on a snowy day, during the holidays, I forgot to mention it was right around Christmas. I had trivia going on. I had popcorn going on. Everybody stuck around. People were like, yeah, I'm going to go run and get my money. People came back and like, boom. And then that company proceeded to treat me like a scapegoat for a bunch of bullshit and fired me later. So fuck Blockbuster. But it was more about the fact that like that was the crazy situation, right? Like a lot of people will break down in that. And I did get a little stressed, but I was like, let's have some fun with it. And I was like, everybody gets free rental. Everybody gets some popcorn if you want it. We got some trivia going for an extra free rental. And we're going to do the best that we can. Unfortunately, I can't do anything about technology, but, you know, we're still going to keep it going. And everybody was happy. And it worked out. But talk about a time to lose the ability to, you know, have that. But again, that's another thing, right? Money is all digital. And at some point, we're probably going to go fully digital on money. Like, at some point, and I'm not saying... You know, I mean, even so now, right? How much money do you have in your wallet right now? Okay. How much, like, physical money do you have in your wallet or your purse right now? And when was the last time you actually maybe had a dollar bill? And don't be that person that goes, oh, I have $100 now and I carry it all the time. Don't be that person. But in reality, right? I have not had cash in my wallet in fucking forever. Right? Because everything is on a card... See, and you had to go be that person. Everything's on a card, right? Everything's digital. It's just digital numbers, right? It's digital numbers. You know, you can use your phone to pay. You don't even, at this point, you don't even need a card anymore, right? You just need your account, and then you need your account set up to scan things, and you just scan your phone, and then blink, blink. That's why we see those idiots that think those Apple Pay pranks are funny, which I'm going to tell you right now, they're not. Especially, I don't understand why you do prank. Well, we'll talk about that later. But anyway, I only have it because my neighbor asked me to get her a bag of ice yesterday and give me a $5 bill. Right. Which, there are still people that do, but in generally, right? Everything is digital, right? Like, just like movies and games, unless it's like for me, unless it's like a Star Wars movie or Maverick, or a game like the new Gears of War E-Day, or the NBA 2K one that had Kobe Bryant on the cover. I don't buy anything I don't buy physical copies anymore. I get it all digital, right? Because digital download, especially for a gamer and a streamer, it's almost like, hey, I want to play this game. Like, you should stream this game. It'll be like, okay, hold on. Click. You know what? I need about 15 minutes and we'll start playing like that. As opposed to what? I got to go get in my car. You know, I got to run all the way down to the store. Maybe they have the copy in. Maybe they don't. Then I got to come home, and then I got to stick it in the CD drive, and then I got to download it, which I'm going to tell you right now, computers don't even have CD drives built into them. I mean, they do, but like, especially like streaming, gaming, like a lot of computers, they don't have them anymore. Everything's digital. Right? I mean, even Xbox, you know, the consoles are making digital, they're making, like, devices that are, like, you know, do or don't have disk drives, right? Like, I mean, it's even now they made them, like, I have the Xbox One S, not a disk drive. No disk drive. It's all digital. And then and the X was all digital, and then you had to pay a little bit more for the one with the disk drive in it, right? Because now they're adding in a disk drive because everything's digital. So unless it's a special case, and I love that though, and I love that, but just like with money, at some point, like with exceptions, no, we're always going to have like paper money, so to speak. But there's going to come to a point where everything is just going to be digital numbers, and I'm not talking about this crypto bullshit. And I'm not getting into that because I don't talk about that kind of stuff. And I don't believe in that kind of stuff. But I'm talking just your bank account, right? Your bank account is going to be digital. You're going to pay with your phone. You don't even need a card anymore. Like, pretty soon, paper money is going to be less and less frequent. Yeah, I've got the one with the disk drive and one without. Are you talking about a computer? Yeah, because that's what I was just talking about. I'm a dumbass. But yeah, so I have like the physical copy of like, but if you look at my my game collection, I'd have like 300 games sitting here. But if you look on my Steam, like, well, I have just 50 games alone on my Steam. Right, that's 50 hard copies that I don't have. That's just 50 on Steam. So yeah, but things like, you know, it's important to me that, like, you know, when Kobe Bryant, you know, was on the cover of NBA 2K, and I don't even play basketball games that much anymore, ever. Except for you guys saw me try to practice for that 2K tournament, and then I got sucked into Rivals, and then was so glad I didn't do the basketball one. But you know, I had to get a hard copy because I want that physical copy of Kobe Bryant, because it means something to me. It's something that's going to go up in a case, or when I get my studio and I've got like shelves behind me, I'm going to want to put stuff up on there, and you know, that'll go up on there as like things that are, you know, and a game, like a real, like when Gears of War comes out, I'm going to want like a collector's edition, like hard copy. Keep that in mind, people. Anybody out there listening. But I'll also have it digital. But I want the physical copy, right? Somebody even asked once, like, why do you want both? Like, if you have to ask that, then you don't know me well enough, right? I've got a goddamn Gears of War tattoo. I want a physical copy of a new Gears of War on the next gen and PC that I've been waiting for, because I'm the biggest Gears of War fan on the planet. I've got statues of Marcus Phoenix. I've got all the books. I've read all the books. I've, you know, like, why would I not to have as part, and then that's going to go up on display. So I can play the damn game while I have it displayed behind me. But those are the exceptions. But other than that, I digitally download everything. And I think it's amazing at the same time as it is its potential of, you know, when you lose the ability to get those things, then you're kind of screwed, right? Yeah, I kind of went off on a little bit of a tangent there. But I think it's awesome. I think it's awesome. I like that that I can do that. That I don't have to run down to the store and deal with all that. We're going to go tab up Uni. She's over there playing some Anthem. Which, we're going to have another Anthem night, but I didn't know that they were going to do... I thought we were going to do... whatchamacallit? Some Arc Raiders, which I'll probably be playing Arc Raiders. What the fuck was that? Just playing Anthem. This is the game that stops January 12th. They're cutting this game out. You're just basically in like these Iron Man suits and you fly around. It's what Destiny was. It was supposed to be the Destiny killer. And it had so much potential and they stopped supporting it. They went to go do like other projects. And, oh, by the way, do I have the... Yeah, share stream audio down, so it won't... Oh, we'll check her out a little bit. I think you guys. I think were you watching me stream? Were you watching me? During me when I did Anthem. I can't remember when I played Anthem. Was it last year? Or was it this year? Okay, then you didn't watch me play. Okay, but it's a pretty cool game, and it was supposed to be like with. So like Destiny 2, it was kind of like the rival to Destiny 2, and if they had done it right and supported it right, but then BioWare told everybody to go fucking off and do other projects, and they just didn't support, they didn't fix, and they didn't update or anything, or give a DLC or anything, patch it or anything, and Anthem just died. But then last year I started playing it and I started streaming it because I'm like, oh, let's do an Anthem revival because it's a shocker that nobody has ever tried to pick it up. Nobody has tried to pick this fucking thing up of all the companies and games out there. And so they just let it die. And so I tried to kind of revive it. And it's funny, when I started streaming it, I fucking swear to God, I mean, I don't have a lot of people that come into my streams right now, but when a couple people, every time I played that game, one new person would come in and be like, oh my God, I gotta download this. Oh my God, I gotta get this. Oh my God, I gotta download this. Oh my God, let's play. And then I started playing with a couple of those people. And then we noticed that you could still play with people online. You just had to, you couldn't add friends. You just had to do it through EA or Epic, whichever one it was. I said BioWare, but and you could still team up and stuff. And so we played it, and I would play it, and then you know, and then we found out that it's officially shutting everything down. Like you can't even play it. Like you won't even be able to fire it up because it does require you to be technically online. And so they had kept servers running, so everything is completely shutting down on the 12th. Nobody's buying it. Nobody's reviving it. It's on its last gasp, and that's it. And it's a fun fucking game. I actually played through and beat it, and like I had a good time. And then I was playing with other people, and it's still. I mean, people were still actively playing it. And then it said bye bye, and they said that's it. So, Odie's playing it now. I thought they were going to do Arc Raiders. They might still. But we're going to do one more or a couple nights of it at some point before the January 12th shutdown. And then that'll be it. And then I'll delete it completely because there'll be no sense in playing it because you won't even be able to load it up. Like when you'll try to load it up and it's just going to not, it'll just say error or something. Like it won't even be playable anymore at all, which is sad because it was a really good game. And it's what's sadder is how many people do like it and how many people you find out that like it. And when I played it, how many people liked it. And then it's like, why is another company not picking it up and fixing it and then making it into what it should be? Yet we look at all the garbage that we get out there, right? All these fucking trash games like I don't know, Black Ops 7, Black Ops 6, Black Ops 5, Black Ops 4. Tell me when to stop. And I'm not just picking up Black Ops. There are a ton of other games. There was another game called Conquered. X-Defiant was flat on its fucking face. You know, Destiny 2, I think, has run its course even though they've come out with new expansions, and I do enjoy it, but it would have been it was another nice, but it's just like how many games come out that are crap. Apex Legends. We got Apex Legends. What a pile of shit that game is. And no, don't tell me to get good, people out there, because I don't need to, because it's a game riddled with hackers, cheaters, and fucking no-life tryhards who spend their entire life getting so good at the game that all they want to do is ruin your life and call you a piece of shit for sucking at it. That's Apex Legends. It was supposed to be Titanfall 3. We got that pile of shit, but yet Anthem is getting tossed aside. Officially buried, gone, no longer. But yet we still got Black Ops around. We've still got fucking... What did I just say? I literally just... I don't know what I was saying anymore. What did I say? Oh well, anyway. A bunch of other trash games. Oh, Apex Legends. That's because I try to forget that pile of shit. I hate Apex. I don't even know. I don't know which I don't know which one I hate more, Apex or fucking Call of Duty. But anyway, but those games are still here. We're stuck with those piles of crap, and a game like Apex Legends, with just this cool gameplay, all this shit gone, done, finito. It's like, what do we have to fall back on? Oh, here's a pile of shit called Call of Duty Black Ops 7. I mean, but granted, but we do. What I'm going to have to say is, I mean, Battlefield, without doubting, Battlefield 6 is absolutely amazing. It's back to the great era of Battlefields, but Arc Raiders is an absolute fucking masterpiece of a game. $40, it's just this great game. So yes, there is that. But I mean, you know, why are games like Black Ops 7 coming out that are just absolute dumpster fire pile of shits, Apex Legends that are garbage games, and Anthem has to die? Why is somebody not picking that up? I don't know. I don't understand. Why is somebody not picking that up? And fucking like giving it the due chance when you see how many people are out there actively like in love with it. They're playing it right now in the GGL. I'm podcasting, and we're going to do it again on another night if I don't get there tonight. But like everybody that came through when I was streaming it, at least one person every time I streamed it was like, yeah, I got a follower specifically, although he doesn't come around anymore, which is fine. That started playing with me because he saw me streaming it. And then another guy came in, and then another guy came in, and then another person came in, and it was like, I'm like, yeah, it's like $5.99. You can get it, and it's totally playable, and it's so much fun. And then now I think someone said that you can't even look it up to buy it if you want it. It's so much fun still right now that even though it's going to die in a month, officially like finito in a month, if it was like $5 or $6 or less, or even if it was like $10, man, it's worth a $10 drop, right? But you're gonna spend $130 on a advanced copy of or a deluxe copy of Call of Duty Black Ops 7, which is a waste of $110. But dropping $10 on this game is absolutely worth it. But if it was like $5 or $6, but from what I'm hearing is you can't even get it anymore. I'm curious to see if it says anything on like CD keys or something, or that guy was just that doesn't know what he's talking about. Oh yeah, look. Oh, there it is, right there. See? Oh, no, you can't. You can't. Look. It says get notified when the product is back in stock. It'll never get back in stock. That's the thing. But yeah, they all say notify me because that's gone. So you can't even pick it up anymore. That's so sad. It's so sad. Like I'll play. I think I might stream it again at some point just to like show you guys. Yeah, and so that's it. You can still buy these coins, these shard packs for it, but why? So yeah, it's gone. So sad. So it's just sad, and it's. I think it makes it harder because you gotta get because it's like look what we're stuck with. I mean, outside of games like Battlefield and Arc Raiders and there's a ton of great games. Like there's hundreds of games that come out every year, every month, and thousands of indie games that come out every month. Like there's tons of play. But I mean, when you look in the grand scheme of things, like you got to think about right, like. That game's dying. Anthem is dying, but we're stuck with Apex Legends and Call of Duty. I mean, we have great other options like Arc Raiders, Battlefield, you know, the Cyberpunks, the No Man's Skies. You know what I'm saying, though. But you know, why is Call of Duty Black Ops 7 still out there, right? Because Activision is an expensive, powerful company, although they suck ass, right? They're garbage. They pump out trash every year. And then they backtracked, which let's get on that subject. They backtracked a little bit and they're like, yeah, we're not going to pump out a new Call of Duty game every year anymore. I'm like, and my comment was, how about you just don't pump out any more Call of Duties? I'm like, I think that would be a lot smarter. I think that would be better. Because we don't need to see that shit. Anyway, so yeah, it's sad when that game goes. I enjoyed it, but you know, but then again, I'm like in love with Arc Raiders and all this, so like I'll get over it. But it's still a bummer that games like that have to go to the wayside and the wastelands, and think of all the games that still are around. Maybe not that we're stuck with because there's so many good options, but why are these games still around, right? So this video that I put up today on TikTok is at 16 likes. Whoops, I didn't mean to do that. But 114 views or 119 views, so still not good numbers at all. I guess. I mean, 16 likes is 16 more than I used to get, so I guess that's a good thing.
God, did you see that?
That was so crazy right there. That I caught myself. I like as soon as I did that, I did the instant like jump thing to grab and fucking grab back on it. Oh my god, that was crazy. And then this move right here, twice. I tried it twice and nailed it twice. 2 for 2. You gotta be shitting me. 2 for 2. Now let's see if I can hit that thing. Oh my god. Let's go. Hardcore legend is in the house. And then on Instagram, it started doing a little bit better. That is Bibbidi Bobbidi Boo, or Bibbidi Bobby Boo. She's a streamer, and she does all these videos. I think she's trying to be a model, but from what I'm guessing, she's cutie though. Let's look at this person that followed me there. You've got 2 clips, 2 posts, 1 follower, 26 following. Playing Lara Croft, and God knows what that is. Sure, why not? We'll give you another. What was I looking for? Here we go. So on Instagram, the same reel is 9 likes, 1 comment, and 302 views. Not bad. So, and the podcast one did 239. And then and then on YouTube, yes, I like to look at these every day. Yes, I'm a numbers guy, and they're kind of important when it comes to figuring out if you're going to be good at what you're doing or not. Hey, look who's online. Whoops, I'm not trying to go live. I'm not trying to go live. Oops. Yeah, it's only at 700 or 74, and then it did 139. So clearly people on YouTube don't want to watch clips of a podcast. If you compare it to like the other ones that are getting over like 800-900. But, you know, it is what it is. Maybe it'll go up, maybe it won't. Whoops. So I wanted to go, let's go say hi to this dude has like a fake voice. I don't know why he's talking like this.
Now, if you do that, you get like a penalty or a fine.
See if you right.
It's crazy. It's like that's how far it's come now. Like, sure, if you're being a nuisance and like getting involved,
Yeah. Like, you know me. It's not like I was like, yo, you can keep. Like, I wasn't attacking anyone. I was like, yo, my team got another kill. Like, I'm just screaming, like, hell yeah, let's go. Like, and I got full cheat. I had a whole crowd chanting their names, and they're like, you can't do that. I'm like, what do you mean? Like, now, literally, that's all it is.
In the stadium, like if you look at CS to be specific, they literally have smoke, players going up, they're singing songs. Like,
Oh, that would have been banned. That would have definitely been banned.
we were in USD, the Mad Boy Boys. They had an entire cheering section. They brought trumpets, they brought drums. It was like being in a soccer match for an esports tournament. I still have those chants locked into my head because we could hear them before we could see them. Like everywhere, and it was awesome. And like, you know, it was leading into some of the comms and stuff. So like, hey, maybe like, you know, we don't just do this the whole time kind of thing. Like it's the level of environment, man. It's like it's what you're in. Like I can't. You want us to like we were just talking about how chess became an esport this year.
All right. Well, we said hi. We wanted to say hi, so we said hi. That's Commando. That's the podcast I was on. But we'll chill. So it's about 7. So we're gonna watch some TikToks, vibe out on some TikToks. I think I kind of went on a good rant, and you know, I can only rant so long. I'm not doing that. I'm not gonna work. because someone's gonna make sure that I don't have to. And then we're not watching any shows, so we'll probably go straight from this to either, if they're still playing Anthem, I might hop on that for a little bit. Or we'll go straight to Arc Raiders and see if we can either link up, or I don't know if Jace wanted to do more Gears of War. He said something about it when I was talking about not having power, and he's like, what are they trying to do to our Gears of War campaign? And I'm like, does he want to play again? But he didn't say necessarily tonight. So we could be playing a plethora of different games. It could be Anthem, it could be Arc Raiders, it could be Battlefield, it could be Gears of War, it could be all the above. It's Friday night. I don't fucking know. I don't know what's going to happen. It's crazy up in this motherfucker. We didn't have power. Now we got power. What the fuck's going on? You got to stay tuned to find out, which means you got to fucking tune in first to stay tuned. All right. Let's go do some...
Based on its size, if your bottom were a planet, which one would it be?
Oh, God. Probably Pluto.
America?
America is a planet? No, that lady is what's wrong with Earth, the planet. She just said America is a planet. So according to the one guy on the other TikTok, Michigan is a country and America is a planet. Are we all clear on that? And this was a grown-ass woman. Hold on a second. I gotta share. Queen J 99 gotta like a repost. All right, let's see what's going on. Yeah, that's crazy. So just so everybody knows, for your knowledge, in case you want to make travel plans, Michigan is a country and America is a planet. So
When you get to heaven, they give you a harp. Name a musical instrument they might give you when you go to hell.
a guitar.
Bagpipes.
Name something you
Because
can't wait
I
to
mean,
get
a
out of.
guitar. Because think about it. How many people think that rock and roll is from the devil? How many times have you heard that shit? Although there are some pretty, shady on the line of what is and isn't. But remember how they would say that rock and roll is from the devil? Like, somebody told me that once, and you know what I responded with? I said, good, then I'm going to hell. Because I love rock and roll. And so did Joan Jett. So, fuck off. Yeah.
At the end of your day.
Marriage.
What did he say? I missed that.
Name something you can't wait to get out of at the end of your day.
Marriage.
Your pants. He said marriage, and that's his wife. He said marriage, and his wife is right there.
His whole ass is in trouble. All of it, not half. His butt is in a crock.
And she just said that. She just said, is there a lawyer in the house? And it might be all, ha ha, he, ho ho, we're on Family Feud, ha ha ha. But I guarantee you, that car ride home was not a conversation that we're going to hear on Family Feud. I'm pretty sure that she was like, that's what you came up with? Like, they didn't discuss that because they don't know these things. When they got in that car, that's what you're trying to think of? The first thing out of her mouth. Oh, so when you get home at the end of the day, you think about getting out of our marriage? well, let me talk about the lawyer I'm going to call. And he's be like, honey, I was just kidding. Oh, I don't find that shit funny. And it was on national TV. See, I'm already having a conversation for these people. You know what I used to love to do? I used to love and go and sit at the mall, and I would go with like my friends, and we would find people, and sometimes I would just do it with myself because, you know, I was alone a lot. And find like a couple that were talking or two people that were talking, and, you know, they're off at the distance so you can't hear them, and just have the conversation for them. Right? Like, you see them, like, flip back their hair, like, oh, my God, did you see? He, like, totally likes my hair. I think we should go. I'm thinking of, you know, jumping over the side of this rail right here. That seems like, oh, no, don't do that. And you just have a conversation with the people. Yeah, I love doing that kind of shit. Because sometimes my conversations are better than what they're having. Just going to say that.
Because it's going to simmer till they get home.
I just, yeah, did he not just say what I said?
First thing you do when you realize your wife is mad at you.
Kiss her ass? What did he say?
I'm not married, so I mean, I don't know.
First thing you do when you realize your wife is mad at you.
Lie. I'm not married, so I mean, I don't know. I'm not married.
I'm not married. When are
You
you?
don't know how real that answer is. Name a kind of dog that makes a burglar think twice about robbing your house.
Pitbull. A chihuahua? A chihuahua?
The vicious chihuahua.
Yeah, he thinks twice about robbing your house because he's thinking, God damn it, I should have robbed this house sooner. The fuck is a chihuahua lady?
Tell me another word for being drunk.
Inebriated.
Inebriated.
You're drunk now. Shit-faced. Assed out.
Name a kind of store you better not catch a teenager in.
A store
Porn.
that sells drugs. Illegal drugs.
Okay. Okay. This one is too... This is one that I should be doing a reaction video to because this one's perfect. She just said... A store. He asked her a store that you don't want to catch your teenager in. I said a porn shop. Totally perfect answer. What does she say? A store that sells illegal drugs. That's also known as 4th Street and, you know, Pine View Drive, the house basement where the guy's cooking the meth. She said, I don't want to catch my teenager in a store that sells illegal drugs.
You get out of here right now. Put that crack back. A guy who's good at blank is probably also good in bed.
Steve driving.
Yeah. Yes, if you can drive a car. Oh, yeah. You got to be good in bed. You better stir that wheel. Turn it, turn it, turn it, turn. Oh, you too fast. Put me back, put me back. Name a word that rhymes with winner.
Winner.
Dinner. She said winner.
That rhyme with it, though. Watch this here.
Winner rides the winner. She ain't wrong, though.
Name something
I didn't know stores sold illegal drugs, but that's good to know. Yeah.
A rubber ball, Steve.
Well, because hold on.
with it, though.
Because she's okay if she catches her teenager in a store that sells legal drugs, aka a dispensary for marijuana, but not a store that sells illegal drugs, like, you know, the store down the street that sells meth, crack, cocaine, methamphetamines, uppers, downers, lewds, quaaludes. Like, don't get caught in that one, but what the fuck, like.
Watch this here. Winner. Name something you tried to get your wife to wear in the bedroom.
A rubber ball, Steve.
What? Does he mean like a ball gag?
What are you talking about?
I knew it was gonna go this way, Steve.
What would you do if at the beach you found the top half of a bikini?
Just walk by it. He said smell it. He said smell, and then she goes, I wouldn't be too happy. It's the responses and then the reactions. Why? What? What? Your first reaction to finding a bikini on a nude beach is to smell it? That's fucking creepy, dude. And then she says, I wouldn't be too happy. Yeah, forget the fact that he's picked up another woman's, bikini. You should worry about the fact that he wants to smell a bikini that's just laying on the fucking ground. That's the part you should be worried about, because your man is a fucking weirdo.
Your husband would pick up the top half of a bikini and smell it. Name some information you wouldn't want to be the last one at the office to know about.
That you got fired. Okay, this is a perfect one. Why did I? But we're already so I gotta start watching these things like off streaming and doing the reaction videos. She just the question was, name something you wouldn't want to be the last person to find out about you or whatever, and she said you were caught stealing. I said being fired. You don't want to be the last one in the office to know that you got fired. She said to know that you were caught stealing. If you're the one stealing, I mean, what?
You wouldn't want to be the last one at the job to know you got caught stealing.
You'd think you'd be one of the first people to know that. Your answer alone, you said you'd think you'd be one of the first people. I'm going to go on a limb and say you'd be the first people. You'd be the first one to know you caught stealing. Not one of the first, but the first. But that's not as bad as her answer, which is just period. I got to take some meds real quick. Well, I got to give the first people to the security team catching you. Right, because they're the ones that caught you stealing. You were just the one stealing. Fair enough. Okay. Good answer.
Wouldn't you already have that information? Listen to me, girl. Every time I stole, I knew I was stealing. When they caught me, I tried to act surprised. What? Name something bad you did as a kid you're still afraid to tell your parents about.
Stole CDs from the local record store. Well, cassettes, yes.
All that stealing finally paid
I missed
off.
what she said because I talked over it, but that's my job.
When they caught me, I tried to act surprised. Name something bad you did as a kid you're still afraid to tell your parents about. Count.
Steal.
Oh, well, that's what I just said. Yeah. They don't know I got caught once.
Based on
Yeah, I had my moments. You have to fall back in love with life again. Yeah, it's easier said than done. When you start taking it away. There's nothing I did as a kid I'd be afraid to tell my parents. Hell, my mom knows 99% of it. Yeah, we know. You were a perfect angel, blah, 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 blah. Remember that you are great. Make sure your inner world is okay too. Sorry, I get like mesmerized by these. These are good TikToks. I like to watch the people, not in a weird way. I like to watch how they react to these things.
Name a specific word starting with the letter C that makes a woman happy.
Cry.
Huh?
Cake?
No tears of joy.
Name something that even when it's bad, it's good.
Milk, Steve.
What?
You gotta put it in mashed potatoes.
Oh, sex? Maybe. He said milk. Even when it's bad, it's good.
Yeah.
Bad milk.
Bad milk, Steve. I'm from out.
See, cake, coffee, cheesecake. Those all make women happy. That's true.
What's you, water?
No, it's called buttermilk. Name something you would buy if you thought your neighbor was a vampire.
A werewolf.
You buy a werewolf? A steak. Not a steak from the fucking meat market. I'm talking a wood steak.
Well, do you buy a werewolf? Have you seen a werewolf on sale? Name something people do to their armpits.
Put on
We're
deodorant.
gonna go with
If you say sniff.
and put them in someone's face.
What?
But you know,
What? She said rub them and put them in someone's face. I mean, if I was in a crappy mood and someone showed up with a slice of cheesecake, I'd be happy. No, that's fair. Absolutely. So would I. And I'm not a woman.
And then stick them in your face.
But I'd be happy if a woman showed up with
If you could
cheesecake
go
and
to the land of Oz,
we'll just stop right
name
there.
something you'd ask the wizard for. A map.
The wizard? Fucking, my girlfriend back? What did he say? A map?
A map.
You're gonna ask the wizard for a map? A map to where? Your brain cells? Where they dropped off? Like, what?
To what? Name a specific word starting with the letter C. Name a...
Going for a walk.
I didn't mean to run that long, but something popped up.
Powered by Ninja Nuggets and Akbar. He had a great run in qualifying.
I wouldn't even have made it for the first one. I mean, even no, maybe. Okay. These are so crazy.
145, very lean, got a decent reach. Good explosive athlete too. Be careful on long runner. Real good balance there, Akbar. Now on the spin cycle, he's linking. Oh, come on.
Jeez.
Running this course with authority. I see you, baby.
This Colt's looking like a bit of a thoroughbred, Akbar.
Say what you want. He's the elder statesman right now.
Watch the drop here. And you can see what he's doing. He's holding the hands at 11 and 12. Then back to 11 because that drops him at 3, which makes this transfer. Look at that. He went
Nice. Big reach, big climb. You can see 5'10", using all of that. Now trying to use his body weight to get it to drop.
Well, you can see he's trying to be clever with the handles again, but he's losing the momentum.
I think that time he went backwards. He should have went forward. Boom, good. Colt the bolt, absorbing the jolt.
Woo! This kid's good, man.
There we go. Hey, Colt, you need any Ninja Nuggets?
Protein, dog. Go get it, man. Go get it.
The power of Colt's Ninja Nuggets works every time. He does need to keep an eye on the time because, as we know, it's not just about who goes far enough, fast enough. It also determines your seed because for the first time, all the finals will be racing. No problem with salmon lather, but the rookie's going to get ready for a ride on corkscrew. Watch this big drop, 540. Nice. And you can see you try to use that lower body, control your momentum. Think of a figure skater.
And big up. You gotta
Oh my lord.
travel. You start to get a dizzy going 540 degrees like that. You start getting dizzy.
And it's a big drop down. This one really tests the grip strength.
Here he goes, another one.
Launches up.
Got it. He said, I'm 16. I don't get it.
Hey, hey, buddy. Nobody likes to show off.
He probably is still dizzy. Does he have enough left for these final 2 obstacles?
Oh, but wait. There's more.
Arch and Akbar, we talk about it on these 10 obstacles. Your grip is getting taxed by this point.
At 16 years old, he's showing these ninjas, I am going to be a force to be reckoned with in the finals.
And now we're seeing this kind of spin moves here.
Yeah, redistribute the load using different muscles.
That is just unbelievable confidence and creativity.
I think it's showing off, too. A little bit of it is showing off.
Well, look at this. I think the elders are going to have to respect Cole. He's staring down the final obstacle, the invisible ladder.
35 feet to the buzzer.
You can use the lower body, try to support it, use those hips, swing side to side, but that grip will give out.
But now check this out. He's using all arms, and my concern is that he hadn't been in the weight room enough to be able to just use all arm.
The crowd trying to will him to the top. He could be our first finisher if he can power through.
Come on, kid. Now we're all invested. Let's go.
Okay. He said, I don't need to go to the weight room. I'm a ninja.
Akbar, why would you doubt him?
My bad.
You think Colt's gonna fail to fire on this final obstacle?
My mom and daddy raised me better than that. I respect
Wow, dude. What a fucking stud.
The teenage chicken farmer Colt Elder is our first finisher tonight.
What a fucking stud. Like I said, I'll say it again. Nobody likes to show off. Good job, buddy. All right, we'll do a few more and then we'll probably take a break.
You look just like your mama. Oh, mama.
Okay, why do you have a pony? Never mind. Where's all these? And look, it's the assholes. Yep. Dude, you should have left him. She straight up gripped it too.
He's not he's not overeating. I know that. Look at.
Not that serious.
See?
What was so funny? You turned the cat over. I don't get it.
You know?
Asshole.
If Steve Harvey wasn't married, what female celebrity would you match him up with?
Beyonce.
What?
Beyonce.
What?
Seen it?
Dad? Dad! Yeah! Hey! we look similar. Yeah, there we go.
Hey, young one, that's a nice face covering. You never compliment my helmet.
Oh, dude.
You guys can't aim anyway. Oh.
That guy should have been kicked out of the park immediately. That guy should have been removed from the park for saying that. It's not even funny, people. It's not even funny. Get it right or don't say it at all, but that guy should have been removed from the park. Period. Notice my hat? Notice my hat? And notice the videos?
I got your letter in the mail. I will marry you.
I have lost connection with my colleague. Yes, sir. Excellent.
They just kissed. Dad?
Name something that makes a guy look sleazy.
A mustache.
A mustache.
Fuck you. A white minivan with no license plates on it. Oh, that's creepy and sleazy.
Mustache. Name a word starting with the letter S.
Uh-oh.
Snake.
Snake. Snake. Snake. Name a word starting with the letter S that many women call Steve Harvey.
Sexy. And she said snake.
We asked 100 women, admit it, what TV host, past or present, have you had romantic fantasies about?
Steve Harvey.
Watch yourself, man. Watch yourself.
I can't take you nowhere.
How old are you, Ava? How old are you?
24.
Oh, God, no. Please don't be up there. Steve Harvey. Okay, pass and play.
Play.
Okay, good. If all the TV hosts got into a fist fight, who'd win?
Steve Harvey.
You better understand.
You better know it.
Let me tell you something. I don't know what the answer is up there, but can't now one of them with me.
And I know this.
I'm hood ready.
And you got backup, because I'll knock a sucker out.
You heard that? Yeah. You better, that's why you can't. Yeah. Number one. It's Steve Harvey's birthday. What did his wife give him?
Hair.
A car.
Yes!
Toupee.
A car.
A big hat.
A big hat. Go sit your ass over there somewhere.
That's not nice.
A big hat. Probably true though. Watch this. If Steve Harvey wasn't married, what female celebrity would you match him up with?
Beyonce.
What?
Beyonce.
What?
When you don't have money for a professional course. But holy shit, they're crazy. What the fuck? I want to know is where the hell this is. This is like Peru or something, I don't know. Enduro, it might be Spain. Oh, whoa, whoa, what? I wonder what all the whistling is for. To tell him he's... Oh, to communicate that he passed the checkpoint? That's what I'm thinking. Yeah, those are checkpoint whistles. That's fucking crazy. Well, this Spanish, so it's probably somewhere in Mexico or something like that. That's crazy.
Disney Plus, Hulu, and
Name some
Disney Plus.
Damn, Harry, what do you do? Jesus Christ. You sat on the second row, you got your arms crossed, and you were staring a hole in me, and you didn't think I was going to talk to you? What do you do, Harry?
I own a towing business.
You own a towing business? Isn't that a straight man's job? Yeah. How'd you get into that?
My dad died.
Your dad died. Motherfucker. Just say other shit. Yo, the fuck? He really did you dirty. What a piece of shit. God.
I don't know, man. I don't know. I know he's a comedian, but I'm like, I'd be careful joking or not. You don't, you know.
So you just decided, I'll tow folks. So you tow them?
No, not really.
No, not really. What do you do? You answer the phone?
I do everything.
You do everything else. Do you like it?
Yeah.
You make good money?
Yeah.
Yeah. You ever seen like that towing show where they go and tow people's vehicles that don't pay their shit?
Okay. Or that guy has like zero like personality. The guy sitting on in the stand.
Move your nose.
I mean, most people of that preference, it's not a bad thing. They're very energetic and outgoing and like loud and whatever. That guy's just like, whatever. Yeah. Like, as a human being, your personality sucks. Period. He's just like, yeah.
Come here. Treat.
These are like, yeah, I think we watched on these before. You suck. It's like, hey man, it's homemade Olympics. Fuck it, let's go. This is like the... I love how no, it's great. It's so homemade. They got to run and go get their own shit back, right? Like they don't have people to do it for them, or like a shit ton of them in stock. Like they have to go run and get all the ones they missed and go back. They're like, you're on your own, motherfucker. And what do you think there is? Like 12 people? It's like literally like look at it's like literally a back parking lot of like, I mean I'm making fun of it because we're not making like we're just making fun with it. But look at they're just in a big parking lot. There's like 12 people. You can tell by the sound there's like 12 people. It's their neighborhood. They set this up. They're like, what are you gonna do today? Guys, let's go down to the empty lot and oh, Ampro, what's up? You just got in towards the end, man. We're going to start wrapping it up here, buddy, but I appreciate you coming in. How are you doing? You missed a good big rant earlier. Not really a rant. It's a big that just talked about some stuff, but nothing much. Just chilling. Good. That's good. I'm hanging in there, man. Every day is a chore, but I get through them, so we're good. This guy's cheating a little bit. The guy, he's cheating a little bit. Like, he's starting way up here. Oh, that guy got it. Oh. He popped that balloon by hitting the other side of it. Hold up a second. I'm sorry. I read something that... I read something that kind of blew my mind. And I read that me and my brother were debating if we should get Arc Raiders. What's the debate? There is no debate. It's either you get it or you're a loser. Like, no, I'm just kidding. You're not a loser, buddy. You're not a loser. But you either get it or you're wrong. Like, Arc Raiders is fucking phenomenal. There is no debate. Get it. It's an absolute investment. You can get it as low as $30. What are you getting it on? Okay, again, stop using words like I might ask him. This is weird because I used to tell my late girlfriend I couldn't wait for her to stop using that. I might ask him. Steam? Yeah, so you're getting it on PC. Look on CD Keys. Here, watch. I'll show you. Let's go to CD Keys. I think you can get it cheaper than what it is on Steam. It's $40, but the $40 is well worth it. No, you're fine. I just when we were first getting to the point of transitioning from talking to dating, she would say things like, I might love you or I might be falling in love with you, and I'm like, I got to work on getting rid of that word. So don't be sorry. It's going to be a long time, forever, that things are going to like pop up and come up. So don't feel sorry. Yeah. So you can get Arc Raiders PC, and it's a Steam key. It's a Steam key, $27.99. on CD keys, now known as Loaded, or if you want the deluxe, it's $40, which the regular version of Steam is $40 and it's $55 or it's $60 if you upgrade it. So you can get it. So go here and get it if you get it. CD keys is 1,000% legit. I use it. The only time I don't use CD keys or instant gaming is if on Steam or the Play Store it's cheaper or the same price. But you can get it for $27.99 right now. So the debate's over. And even before it was on sale like that, the debate was over. There is no debate. You either get Arc Raiders or you're misguided in so many ways.
Instead of, okay, now we got a fighter coming out, we got a card game coming out, we got a thing. Just shut the fuck up and give me the original product exactly how it's supposed to be and focus the resources in. But it doesn't make me a whole lot of money. I don't care. Make the shit better. And so that's as far as like the longevity of esports, I think the focus needs to be on the product and not where do we go from here. I'm probably explaining that terribly, but
No, I couldn't get it. Like, so like,
Either get Arc or you're broke as fuck like me. Okay, I'm over this. Let's watch a couple more, guys, and then we're gonna wrap it up because then I'm gonna take a break and likely gonna go play Arc Raiders. In fact. Nailed it!
be careful.
All those clips. That's one way to get it done. I just...
Name a singer. Name a singer.
Quad 4 is like...
Singer or singer?
Don't touch your girl. I didn't touch your girl. I didn't even touch her. Huh? Why she moving? I touched you? I touched you. Why she moving? I went like this. I said, hi. I didn't even touch you. She wouldn't have moved for no reason. I didn't touch your girl.
These are just people. I hate people like this. I fucking hate people.
I touched you? Like I physically, I touched you. Okay. Say that. Be honest about what? Be honest about what? Yes, I did. Yeah, I touched her. I did touch her. All right, you know what? I'm gonna keep it on. All right. Do you want to put any money on it that I touched your girl? Do you want to put any? I touched you?
Oh yeah, there's cameras, so let's go back and look.
She wanted to jump up. Be honest. I touched you? She went back away for no... Gang, this can't be real. This can't be real. Come on, bro. Gang, you just... That's not even how it be, bro. What are you doing? All right, look, I'm gonna keep it 100 with you. So, you know how dumb you're about to look right now? I'm about to call you out, low key. How many times do you think she lied to you? She's never lied to you. Let me see the camera. We're gonna show him right now.
I thought this literally touched me.
I was nowhere near you.
What are you talking about?
Yo, gang, but you see what I'm saying? I didn't get nowhere near her. Where's she going? You can't just let her walk away. You just... What? That shit's weird. What? I ain't gonna lie, yeah, she's walking on the street. You don't give a fuck about her?
What the fuck? That was just weird. We're not ending on that note. That was just stupid.
Who's the biggest pop star?
He'll crawl. How do I keep him from crawling on my arms?
Your mama said.
Hey, don't bring my mom into this.
I know my rights.
All right, settle down, buddy.
Call my lawyer.
No, their friend was filming them. One of them even got super hyped up, enjoying the beat.
Stop resisting!
What, white?
You approaching me. Sir. Can I? What the
That fucking raccoon is funny as hell. He just touched him.
Copy.
Nothing beats a Jet2 holiday. And right now, you can save £50 per person. That's too.
That's funny. Okay, that's perfect. So we'll stop there. Let's see. We got to raid out. Let's raid out. Stick around. Don't leave when I say that. I want people to think people like me. Hey, we haven't seen her in a hot minute. Let's go raid out Lipsy. Who's looking a little Alright, let's go raid out Lipsy, and then we're gonna take a quick break, and then we're gonna probably go play some Arc Raiders. Thanks for coming through, Ampro. Appreciate you, man. If you got time, I'm gonna go head over to Cutterdawg here a little bit, but if you gotta go, you got to go. But I always appreciate you coming through, man.